The racing world is mourning the loss of a true pioneer, as NASCAR Hall of Famer and two-time Cup Series champion Ned Jarrett passed away peacefully of natural causes at his home in Newton, North Carolina, on Thursday, June 4, 2026. He was 93 years old. At the time of his passing, Jarrett held the distinction of being NASCAR's oldest living champion, leaving behind a monumental legacy that shaped the sport both behind the wheel and behind the microphone. Affectionately nicknamed Gentleman Ned, for his polite demeanor and clean driving style, Jarrett was a dominant force during NASCAR's formative Grand National era. Over a career spanning from 1953 to 1966, he accumulated 50 Premier Series victories, and captured 2 national championships in 1961 and 1965. His most legendary on-track achievement occurred during the 1965 Southern 500 at Darlington Raceway, where he braved grueling conditions to win the race by an astonishing 14 laps, a margin of victory that remains an unbroken record in NASCAR history. Despite being at the peak of his talents, he retired from active driving in 1966 at the age of 34, following a back injury and the sudden withdrawal of factory support from Ford. Jarrett's impact on NASCAR only grew after his driving days ended, as he transitioned into a legendary broadcasting career. Working across the Motor Racing Network (MRN), CBS, and ESPN, his smooth, knowledgeable delivery introduced millions of new fans to the sport during its boom years in the 1980s and 1990s. His broadcasting career is immortalized by his emotional call of the 1993 Daytona 500, where he famously cast aside journalistic neutrality to enthusiastically coach his son, Dale Jarrett, across the finish line to beat Dale Earnhardt. Ned and Dale Jarrett would go on to become just the second father-son duo in NASCAR history to both win Premier Series championships. Ned's immense contributions to the sport were officially immortalized in 2011, when he was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame as part of its second-ever class. He spent his final decade serving as one of racing's most beloved global ambassadors, and his passing marks the end of a golden era for the sport.